Hi guys, welcome back to Econ Time with SK. So grab your notebooks, your favorite cup of coffee, and let's get started. Now, there's yet another way in which we can explain this law of demand, that price barle, quantity demanded, combe, ceteris paribus. Okay, so this we're going to describe using the law of diminishing marginal utility. And you've actually seen this already. Remember when we were discussing marginal benefits? What did we learn? We learned that, so I remember I had given you the example of রোজার মাস যে রোজার সময় তুমি যখন প্রথমে রোজা খুলছো, that first sip of your লেবুর শরবত, that gives you very high utility because it is satisfying your most urgent need. You're crazy thirsty, তুমি সারাদিন কোনো পানি খাও নাই, কিছু খাও নাই, so তুমি যখন প্রথম লেবুর শরবতটা, the first drink that you have, it really gives you high amount of happiness. But as you go to drink the second glass of লেবু শরবত and the third glass of লেবু শরবত, তখন কিন্তু তোমার happinessটা same থাকে না, এটা কমতে থাকে, right? So this essentially is diminishing marginal utility, that as you are consuming more, your marginal utility falls. This is what we learned to be marginal benefit in the first chapter. All right, so essentially that's what I am summarizing here. I'm saying that as you consume more and more in a given period of time, you get less utility from each additional unit, so your marginal utility falls. All right, now this is the idea. If your extra happiness that you're getting from each additional unit is less, then you're going to be willing to pay less for it, right? You're getting less satisfaction, you're willing to pay less for each additional unit. So remember, so this is the idea. Let's write it down. Okay, first unit of the good, marginal utility high, so willing to pay, you're willing to pay a very high price. Okay, second unit of the good, your marginal utility, you know what, let's start assigning values to them. All right, so let's say when we say marginal utility is high, let's say you get 100 utils. So when you're getting 100 utils, let's say you're willing to pay taka 100. Let's just keep it simple. Let's say second unit, your marginal utility falls to 80 utils. In that case, you're willing to pay, I'm going to call it WTP, you're willing to pay, let's say, taka 80. Third unit, let's say your marginal utility falls to 50 utils. In that case, your willingness to pay falls to 50. So you see, what am I showing? When your quantity is increasing, your marginal utility from that particular good is decreasing, so your willingness to pay is decreasing, which means the only way that the producer can sell the good to you is by reducing price. তার মানে when your willingness to pay is falling, then the producer can only sell you the good if he also lowers the price. So remember what we started out with. We said quantity of a particular good, the quantity that you buy, it goes up, and price moves in the opposite direction. Always the idea is that the price and the quantity, there's an inverse relationship between them. So thus we have now used the law of diminishing marginal utility to demonstrate that the law of demand actually holds. That when price goes up, quantity demanded would fall, and when the price goes down, quantity demanded would rise, holding everything else constant. All right. So that pretty much ends the discussion on the law of demand for us. All right, guys, I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.